as the world. And he always explains everything thoroughly.
So there are two types of waves in the world. The main type that you normally see is a transverse wave. A transverse wave is like not disrupted by any type of like other source or anything. It basically just stays in motion, like it's like motion and motion. And then there's a longitudinal wave. In our video, we're gonna be demonstrating longitudinal and transverse waves so that you guys get a better understanding of it. Transverse waves have crests, troughs, and amplitudes. The crests are the highest points in a wavelength, and the troughs are the lowest points in a wavelength. A wavelength is measured from top to top, and that's like basically a wavelength. An amplitude is measured from the midpoint. It only moves in one direction as the forces come back and forth, and then it bounces back off this way and goes back down that way.
So it's a transverse?
A transverse wave is a wave with a vibration at right angles, and a longitudinal wave is when the two particles move back and forth. Really? And this is also a type of longitudinal wave because, as you can see, they're both getting disruptions from both sides, and it's not just traveling in one direction. A transverse wave is a wave with right angles, and they travel in one direction, and yeah, they just travel in one direction. A longitudinal wave, the particles move back and forth in the same direction as the wave travels, so that instead of being disrupted by another wave, they just all go in one direction and they bounce back.